Hi guys, this is Mila and welcome back to my channel. So, in this video I will talk about what happened in March month. So, if you have been on my channel for some time now, you kind of have figured out that every month I will show you guys what I have been doing. So, in this month, I have been doing not as much as I wanted, but I still have some free things that I did this month, and I just think let's begin. So the first one is read a book. I have kind of like made the idea that every month I want to read a book. I love to read book since I was a child, even though that I have some problems with reading and all that, but in the end I kind of like learned myself to read, and since that I just love to read books. Sadly, the last 2 3 years I didn't exactly do as much as reading as I'm used to. So in this month I was kind of like in this year I was kind of like that. I want to read a book every month. And since I have beginning to do it, I really love it. And the book I've been reading this month is The King. The King is a fantasy book. Most likely, it really most of it is like magic world with kind of magic powers and all that. So it's really a fantasy book. Um, it's not that exactly a horror book like I'm used to read, but this book is kind of have a big place in my heart because I have been reading it so much. It's one of my favorite Danish authors that have made it. So I really love it, and this is a book I can always read. So in this month, I thought that I will read this book again, so it's kind of like a little memory going back to. The book is called The King, but in Danish, because it's a Danish author, it's called Kongen. Um, it is about a boy that kind of like learns to that he is a prince and he wants to save his kingdom and all that. So yes, it's a very good book. So the second thing is cosplay. I have been cosplaying since 2012. Uh, 2020, I was kind of like making a break for it because that corona is here and all that with corona go around, it was really hard to do cosplay stuff, even go to convention, even to see my friends and all that. So I was kind of like, I thought maybe I need a break from it. And now that it's going a year, well, I don't exactly have work on cosplay. I kind of like feeling more energy to go back to it. So in this month, I was trying to work on some cosplays. Um, I am not exactly, it's only the beginning, so I don't exactly have made as much. But some of the cosplays that I am trying to make right now is Among Us. Among Us have been really popular in 2020, and for me and my friends, we really love that game. So we had a plan to make Among Us cosplays and just having fun and going around. And it has been one of those I have plan on making right now. I have many others that I also want to make, but right now it's just among us. Of course, if you want to see it, I will love to show you how I will make it, even just talk about more about cosplay. So the last thing is learn the language Thai. I have two reasons why. The first one is kind of like the first thing that made my mind to it, was because I had a co-worker, a lot more an ex-co-worker that was from that country, and she really she really liked to talk about her culture and where she was coming from and all that. And I have been kind of like learning a little bit of her that time when I was working with her. And I was slowly getting into the culture, and I really thought the culture was so beautiful and it was very interesting, and I really want to know more of the country. And the second one is kind of like been the biggest boost for me to learn it, is that I really, for some times, I have seen dramas on Thai, and I really love them. I really like that um, Thailand's dramas are so much different from others' dramas. I have been, I have also been seeing K dramas and Chinese dramas and all that, but I have been slowly more getting to the Thai one because I really love more how they are telling their stories in their dramas, and some of my favorite actors are also from Thailand. So it has been slowly getting into my mind that I want to learn the language. So in this month I have really tried to learn it, and it is not exactly that really difficult to understand it. Not as well you are speaking. If people are speaking, it's so much difficult to understand it in if you have to write it, because they have their normal alphabet that I know about, and they also have their own signs. So I have been trying to learn it with my own alphabet that I know about, because if I doing the sign, I am so lost in it. I think it's really difficult to read the signs, but what have been kind of like the quickest thing for me to learn is just hearing it, and I'm kind of like most of the time I translated it to English, because English is so much easier to translate with in Danish. But yeah, I cannot exactly speak the language, but I can speak some words. I cannot exactly speak a whole sentence. I can only do like the small words like Savati and Chai and mine. It's kind of like those small words that you are starting with. I know that. I know them, but it is it is. I'm just starting to really learn it, and of course it takes some time to do it. And I think I will continue to really learn it, because it is a really beautiful and unique language. So that's it for this video. I hope you like it. If you want to see more, you're welcome to subscribe, even leave a like, even leave a comment. And leave a comment if you have any suggestions or any ideas that I maybe should try next month, or if you just kind of like have any ideas that maybe can help me with my Thai language, it would be great. So That's it. I will see you in the next one. Small kisses.